Hey everybody, I'm Jacob Castro and welcome to another video here on Jacob's Aquarium. Hope you guys are doing good and I hope your tanks are doing good. I am starting my day off here at the nursery I'm starting to call it Jacob's Aquarium HQ. I'm starting my day off at Jacob's Aquarium HQ as I normally do, taking the long walk across the property to turn on the water. It is a 3-acre property and I have to walk clear across all the way to the end to turn on the water every time that I'm here and I need to use water because the water source is so far away. And you know, when I first moved to this property, that was one of the biggest challenges, was routing water over to my spot. So here we go. Let's turn this on. Oh, there we go. So yeah, as you can see, that's PVC pipe, and it goes all the way out towards the street and all the way out that way towards my spot. It's actually pretty crazy. I think we used like maybe 600-700 feet of PVC. I think it was ridiculous, to be honest. But yeah, we got water over there nonetheless. So I'm turning on the water because I gotta, it's a little windy. I gotta do some maintenance on the pond. Gotta clean the filter sock. Gotta fill the pond back up, fill up the auto top-off system. There's a few things to do today. So I thought I'd take you guys along with me and show you, you know, the things that I do here at Jacob's Aquarium HQ to keep things running smoothly. And by the way, I also want to say it's nice to be back. It's nice to be making videos again. I really missed you guys. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So the first thing I do when I get to Jacob's Aquarium HQ is water all the plants. And I typically do this first before filling up the pond or cleaning the filter sock or anything, because when I first turn on the water, it is like boiling hot, especially during the summer, of course. So I'd rather not put extremely hot water into the pond because it would most likely just melt all the plants. So I water all the plants, my above ground plants that is, first, just to let some water run through all the pipes, and, you know, it'll eventually cool off as water from deeper in the ground comes out, you know. And once I do that, I then come over to the pond and remove the filter sock and start cleaning it out. The filter sock gets dirty very, very quickly. I use 100 micron filter socks for the pond just to keep the water nice and clear. And I clean it just by spraying water in it with a hose that has like a jet setting, and that seems to clean it very well every time. I know there's so many different methods of cleaning filter socks, but this is how I do it, and I can get my filter socks extremely clean to the point to where they allow full passage of water. There's absolutely no blockage at all. And I've actually used the same filter sock multiple times. This one that I'm showing in the video, I've had for probably at least 2 months now, so I can make them last quite a while. This is one of the reasons why I can make them last quite a while, though. This is a 1 micron nylon mesh filter sock, and I have this filter sock inside of my 100 micron filter sock. And what the nylon filter sock does is it captures all the leaves and large debris that would most likely get trapped in the larger filter sock. And I found out that when I wasn't using a nylon filter sock and I was just using a 100 micron filter sock, they wouldn't really last that long because a lot of the bigger debris would get clogged in the 100 micron sock and it would ruin it much quicker. So having a nylon filter sock inside of the 100 micron filter sock, it allows smaller particles to be captured in the 100 micron sock and bigger larger debris to be captured in the nylon sock, making the 100 micron sock last longer. I know it's kind of tricky to understand, but in other words, there's like 2 levels of filtration in my micron sock, and it does a great job of keeping the water crystal clear in the pond. After I do that, I usually will fill up my auto top-off system, and what I use for my auto top-off system is a 30, I believe it's a 30 or 40 gallon trash can, and I drilled a hole in the bottom and connected some tubing to it, and it's connected to a float valve, and that keeps the water level at the optimum level for, I believe, about 4 days. During the summer, water evaporates a lot, so the auto top-off system doesn't really last that long. Like I said, it lasts about 4 days. During the winter, it could last weeks, you know, because not a lot of water is evaporating. But yeah, 40 gallons, I believe this is 40 gallons. It usually lasts me about 4 days. And so yeah, I fill that up. And once that's filled up, as you can see, I fill it up all the way to the top, and it doesn't matter if I spill water because we're outside. I then put my garden hose inside of the pond and fill the pond back up, because as you can see, the sump filter is, or the water level in the sump filter is low. So I can bring it back up by simply just pumping water into the pond, and that'll go into the wet dry, or the sump filter, wet dry filter, whatever you want to call it, and that'll bring it back up to its optimum level. And next, it is time to fill up the auto feeder. And I have an auto feeder because I can't be at Jacob's Aquarium headquarters every single day, and rather than, you know, let my fish starve, I'd rather them get food, you know, twice a day by this auto feeder. And I feed them Hikari sinking pellets. Sinking pellets are best for goldfish, because floating pellets will when goldfish eat floating pellets, they ingest a lot of air, which could damage their swim bladders. So I use Hikari sinking pellets, and I just filled a little canister for the auto feeder all the way to the top, and that usually lasts about a week and a half. I feed my fish twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. And the auto feeder that I'm using is an Eheim auto feeder. I've had it for a while. It works great. Would highly recommend it. Although if you're using it outside like I am, you got to be careful for rats and pests and stuff, because a rat got to mine and chewed off the door, and I had to buy a new one. So that's why you see that little circular disc there blocking the way for rats to get to it. So pretty much that's really it for like maintenance. After I'm done with all that, I just check on the goldfish, make sure they're doing okay. Which, by the way, they're doing great. They're getting bigger and bigger all the time. They're nice and fat and healthy. Their colors look good. They just, yeah, they're good. So I make sure the goldfish are doing okay. And I just overall just like to inspect the pond. And I can't stress that enough with this type of business. You constantly have to be on top of a business of this kind. You constantly have to be on top of everything, because if you let things go for a certain amount of time, you know, there could be a little spot of algae growing, for example, somewhere, and letting that go and then letting it go and go and go, it could cause a huge algae bloom in the entire system, which could wreak havoc for everything. You know, that could delay customers' orders, customers' shipments, because of course I'm not going to ship plants out that have algae on them. That could prevent the plants from growing, that could kill plants. So, you know, it's not just algae that I have to worry about, it's just so many things. So every day, well, not every day because I'm not at the nursery every day, but every time that I'm at the nursery, I'm just constantly inspecting every time I'm working around the pond, because I want to make sure that everything is up to par and I'm not missing anything and the plants are healthy. And if there's any plants that have any health deficiencies, you know, I'm thoroughly examining them to see what I can do to fix that. Maybe the pond's lacking nutrients, you know, CO2, something, light, whatever it can be. And I can go ahead and try to fix that. But that is the number one thing that you got to do when you have a business like this, is just constantly be on top of everything and inspect your whole setup all the time. And that's what I'm constantly doing. And that's what keeps everything in check. All right, guys. And so we end the day with a long walk back to turn off the water instead of turning it on like we did when we first got here. It is over 100 degrees out here And inside my greenhouse, it was, I think, 120, 122. So these are brutal working conditions. And I say that because I want you guys to realize, you know, what I go through on a daily basis during the summer, especially to serve the aquatic plant hobbyist community in this country. It is not easy work, but I have to say, without a doubt, there's no other job that I would like to be doing. This is my dream, my passion, a business I've built with my bare hands from the ground up, and something that I've put my heart and soul into for quite a few years now, and I can't imagine doing anything else. So let's turn off the water, open that up, and now we can drive home in the AC. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Also, thank you guys very much for sticking with me through my little depressed period there. I think we all go through things like that in life, and you know, we just need some time to collect our thoughts and get back into sync with, you know, living a new life. And that's pretty much what I have been doing, and so far I've accomplished just that. I feel better, I'm smiling again, I'm happier, and I'm living life to the fullest. So I encourage you guys to do that. Oh my God. It is windy out here. Oh God, now you guys saw my messed up hair. Ugh, I'm just kidding. Okay, well, thanks for watching, guys. Love you guys so much. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All my social media links are in the description below. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you guys very soon in another video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.